James, you're also, with today being Valentine's Day, you're looking at Valentine scams, romantic scams.
So romantic fraud by organised crime cost victims last year $100 million. This is a growing problem because criminals are adapting their techniques in response to kind of a growing public awareness of these scams. So there's the Netflix documentary at the moment, The Tinder Swindler, which shows some of the kind of outrageous scams people are using. People are also using things like AI-powered deep-fake bots to set up profiles and then interact with the victims so that they think this is a real person. I think it kind of shows, though, that we need kind of greater digital kind of education in some ways, digital literacy. And that should apply not just to social media, but also things like dating apps as well.
Has anyone watched The Tinder Swindler?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. I watched it at the weekend. Just unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. We're also saying is these women who were so taken in, were they taken also in because, he was so flashy, taking them onto private
Well, it was definitely part of the playbook.
Part of the playbook, absolutely. I just miss the good old days, where you just meet people, come up to you in a bar. Eamon and I are old enough to remember those days, and it makes me very sad for the young now, because we was talking about this with my daughters. My daughters are 23 and 25, and how do you meet people? And it's so odd now. It's not natural. So, doing it online seems to be the only way to kind of come across people. It's terrible.
So people would make contact with this guy online and then he would wheedle his way into their lives?
Well, honestly, it was almost instant. So it was a Tinder connection. It would be a match and he would say, come and meet me. I'm leaving the UK tonight. I'm in town for an hour for a coffee.
On a private
and
jet.
These girls would come and meet them in the most exotic hotel they'd ever been into. Within 10 minutes, he'd say, I'm going. He would use his Rolls Royce to take them home, to pack a suitcase. They'd go off on a private jet. He'd make them feel like an angel, fall in love. They'd have this whirlwind romance. And then he'd say that he was doing some big deal with diamonds. And the next thing, his enemies were coming from and he needed some cash, but it was only for 24 hours or 2 weeks. And all these women were taking out all these loans. And it was, what's the term of the scheme that they used?
Pyramid?
It was like a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
And he would take money from one woman to fund the lavish treatment for the next one to get next. And he was travelling all over Europe. Extraordinary. Only in prison for a few weeks. And he's now back on Tinder.
And those poor women are still paying
hundreds of thousands.
150,000 one of them had to pay.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable amounts of money.